connection between New Zealand Māori and Cook Islands Māori. We're currently now in Rarotonga. As you can see, we're in Rarotonga. And we've got Tom here. We also got Dylan. We're about to go and meet Danny Mataroa at the Highland Paradise. So we just want to, learn from Danny how he can encourage our people to iti api e prakoto e te tamo I to tātou rea.
Te aronui mato o Tare e Dylan. Ke tēnei roto te aronui, te matara na te Rarotonga. Me uri ana te rā camera, that's it.
Nice.
Re mga pampira te aronui a mga te whaarua.
Can you see that sign Highland Paradise right there, team? So this is where the Highland is located. This is what it looks like from the main road. So we go in, and he said turn right, and turn left, it goes up. So that sign up there was the Highland Paradise, the one our cameraman didn't record on. Nah, he did.
We're here now, we have just arrived at the Highland Paradise and it looks very tropical. Looks amazing, eh Charlie? What do you think, Thomas?
Yeah, I've never been here before. I probably should make an effort to come here.
Yeah, so we're about to go in Aotearoa Arawe Papateni. So yeah, all good.
Hey, kia ora.
Hey, kia ora. So yeah, so this is Danny. Yeah, Danny.
Kia ora.
Thank you.
O Dylan tēnā.
Well, Dylan did to nini, yeah.
Motaka mato o woko.
Okay. So we're lucky to have him.
Ale mo mamda.
Yeah.
Awa mi te kato ya tutu akatere te kaere o te ngai runga mongorone Highland Paradise no ti ati kama yar me tatu ko ya runga ke no te como te tatu uri mo te marai no tino mana te marai te marai itu na marai runga te mo o tio era o te akamania ia te toanga tio te pero de tu orako ngai ti no e te pui gure te mo runga nei te mo Tari manga iria a papi iria. Introduce mo te de bangiria. Ora ko iria ia papi ia te convert ki re to ta te katoto I Rarotonga nei. Na papi iria ka ranga e karukina te na mongo uki mai. Tai ki ronga te no tika ukia. Hey, ka erta te kuta. Nei, mamma tanga ka riku ka na runga tato mo ka tanga mane. E jira wo ta. Era ta ki runga tu de monga. Okay.
We're just following Papa Danny up, just asking about our connection to Aotearoa, the Cook Island's connection to Aotearoa. So it'll be good to see from his point of view, eh? Come. Woo!
Tengor mari mamatay siya takangaro dahil. Ano mo ito wera tatarua. Pita ikay tara kanya tato ki tanmi ki bata. kai uki te rai tanu to tatu i tupuna me tagi te te me honge te were ara e rute te one ma tu e mo teits no re tatu ki a aka papa tatu te tanu te au kai ara kumara te taru angai tatu po tanga te no no te mea e tau ine te tuatu kia papa tau no te mea tau ngai anga kare Karen Chie ka anga koe the next week yeah true ki te wā koe ei wakamute kare tatu munte karukiri ka kimi i tera temi a koe in between jobs e koe tau te kiang i te tiaki a koe me karuku i nore te kai tarua o koe re swap koe re te kaimika yeah me kore me e nore koe warrant of fitness no tau patikara kare amuni tutaki warrant of fitness kaimika o koe mani matoko warrant of fitness ina te ingo drame food security e te income generation ai nore i ke tanga tatou mātua e manga ko te ka o to oito o kia e are rent te tanu ko te manga bia i te pē ha me pumika te mika ka tupu ora e ka kaui ora e te au marama katoto i rutu te mataisa me kai ana tatou i te kai o te inua te uki o ara tatou ki ronga te turanga kai natura i a te a koe me akara koe Ere menga Captain Cook na kone te au inua e roa tatou. Te epinga nei tutu ai eia, i record e to tatou nio. Pinga tika te manea. Very healthy. Are tente si tarau taratu atu, e niet. Nio. Te te nio. E ai tuki e tera. Ya. E to tatou nio taibo i baere.
O pē.
Pe.
Yeah.
Mi ko tatu akar ya taratu kai e trara. Ya taratu i tuke tatu kai ko nei tera. Te tumu mata tuka. Mataroa te tuka. Mo tiri ra te pinga i me. E te tatu kai akari ko. Pate me kai takaria. Te kakatia ro koe. Te koe te pa te ronga ki te angai poka tuko na rato te wiwi. De wiwi gertu te au bok toto. A me tra bok ar khatika tra wiwi. Kata to ratoni. Echi to tatoni o matro tatu kai te binga purpur. Warao cake. Warao.
En te wiwi?
E me chain.
Oh, jeez.
Ja, oké. Toen hangen we te au bok met bok khatika.
Oh.
Me o gere te ni wa. Kata o te ni wa. Ako e tatu kai ko antakari.
Yeah.
Pinga maruki ke takari. Me tatu kai e uto tatu kai. Ja. Me warao te warao.
Yeah.
Me ki te koe taru runga ti ngā kai, ki te koe te warao e te reich, te warao, ka pinga ka pū, toi mai taru. Maruki ki oro ki taru. E te kāna, maruki ki oro tarua, are e kāna. E te kāna wene ana tarua. Ari kangaia.
Wow.
That rock points towards certain stars. At the right time of the evening, those stars points towards Aotearoa, towards New Zealand. We believe that rock was put there by Kupe. We have a lot of Kupe in our genealogy, but this particular Kupe was the first one to circumnavigate New Zealand, sail right round.
Wow.
He also named a lot of the places. It was his wife that gave the name of Aotearoa, but Kupe could not wait to come back when he went over there. He hated it over there. Why do you think?
Cold, maybe.
Too cold. Yeah, too cold. He could not wait to come back. So he did come back. Hence the name of the place called Hokianga. Hokianga means go back. Te akakita nei me kia koe papa tuti taringa I te tai aranga rātou ko te tai o puna me tumukore ere. Ara rātou te tua te tai o marae a rinu I Aotearoa. There's 2 ancestral names of Hokianga. Te Hokianga o Kupe ki Rarotonga, te Hokianga o Kupe ki Taisi. Which means this is the spot that Kupe left to sail back to Rarotonga onwards to Taisi. Te Mataisi, 900 AD, 450 years before the big migration in 1350. Which, by the way, more than 50 wakas left Rarotonga to sail to New Zealand in that 1350 migration. Not 7, but only 7 maintained their papaanga when they got there. That's why we only recognize those 7.
Yeah.
The rest, I don't know what happened to them. We don't know. But there's only 2 things that prevents people from remembering their ancestors. Too much killing or war, or too much party. When you think about it, today, what's happening? Yeah, there's lots of wars and lots of celebrations and sports. Yeah, it makes us forget about our ancestors, forget about who we are. Those are the things that, so we need to remember our history, remember who we are. Anyway, so Kupe, he came back and because he hated it so much, the direction to New Zealand was kept a secret for a long time. Only through certain lines, certain family members of this family, through his descendants, and it was passed down until 1350. It was at the time Te Ora Tangiia.
Tangiia, yeah.
Tangiia, yeah. Now, and Tangiia gave the directions to Tamatea. Tamatea was the navigator of the waka of Takitumu. Now, Takitumu was the biggest waka in that migration. 180 feet long, according to Papa Tom Davis. When they got to New Zealand, Tamatea hopped off the waka and settled in Tauranga. But they landed the Takitumu in the Napier Hastings area, acquired that land, and called it Takitumu after the waka. Because that same waka also came from Takitumu over here.
Wow.
You know, the interesting thing is, the area tara waka Takitumu kare eriki runga.
Oh.
Yeah, kare eriki. O Tamatea te, nuri kura te kapike ya Tamatea nui. Kare au kia Tamatea te eriki. Yeah, high priest turanga titi I tona kalanga tau rangatira ki we nano ki akatere Takitumu. And he was also in charge of the great migration. Ko I ora ki te tanga ki te kakape e te ki Aotearoa. Today, every time Queen Pāriki goes to New Zealand, to Takitumu people in New Zealand always recognize her as their queen. Isn't that interesting?
That is very true. Yeah.
Recognize that. No 2 ways about it. So, akaroko idea, me kamana ko koe. I Rarotonga nei turu e nā waka. There were 3 wakas from Rarotonga. There were also the wakas from Ātio Michiaro Mauke. The Tainui is from Aitutaki. The Aote is from Mangaia. Yeah, and also there was also Taratoa. He had his own waka.
Oh.
Taratoa is from Atiu.
Is this, so when you say Tarato, is this that Tarato that went and helped Marona? No.
That's the
this
one.
Is this different one?
Nā Marona ki akakite, te papa mai rātou I Rarotonga, ka rātou ki Aotearoa. Uki mai rea Taratoa rea no Itutaki. Te tamatenga rātou, te tonga ia tutaki.
Yeah.
Celebrate rātou, umukai rātou, akakite rea maraunai. Te anga mata te te tupu mai Rarotonga. Uki mai rea ki Rarotonga ni, narunga rātou na waka. Kare tante ki te ati ngoto no waka. Kare jiru tu itra e itura. No nana kare to no waka. Tiwi te tuaria. Tarato landed on the north of the North Island.
We're talking about Aotearoa, New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, he landed on the north, but he did not settle the north. got off his waka, he took his people and his tribe and they walked all the way down Aotearoa. Ia te evidence no tirira. Maata te o ngā i are i Aotearoa no taratoa te ingo. For example, ia te katoanga te ingo Otara. Te katoanga te ingo Otara. Te puke Otara. I hui koe ki te Māori tika iria, ia te katoanga te ingo Otara. Te puke Otara. Ia i e pinga te puke. Ai tanga te puke, it's another name for the waka of Tara.
Wow.
Which also means the settlement of Tara, the people of Tara, the land of Tara. Nā kararea koe i runga te mapunu Auckland ea, i tanga i o Tara, te puke te o Tara tara ko. O te katoanga i te inua o Taratoa. Ea, e chiri, ere ma e woko ma i te me e giraru, south of the North Island, and came across this huge, beautiful bay. And ki te rea e o Taranga, it had the best soil in the whole of the North Island. Kapike e rea, te Taranga e rea, te whanganui a Tara. E chire, patua mea, Tara ia ko e te waka. He hopped on the waka, sailed to the South Island, got off, and kept on walking down. Te anga gira, ukia kome turn around, walk back up. I think the same thing, too cold there. But by that time, Tara was getting old, he was getting sick and tired, the tamaki, the wars, the killing. He wanted to retire from that type of life. So they decided to celebrate Tara's retirement at the bottom of the North Island. Yeah, ko rea tanga i te whanganui a Tara.
Okay.
Celebrated ato i tōna mea. E chiria, pinga te kai te kai. Mountains and mountains of food. So much food left over the following day that Tara named that particular spot Parapara Umu. Yeah, ai tanga te Parapara Umu. The Parapara ki tuka e te Parapara. Ai tanga.
If we were to do a translate, would be prakai, like
Prakai.
scrap of food or something.
Yeah. Parapara also means prakai.
Oh yeah.
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 Umu stands for what?
Oven, underground oven. Yeah.
But in this case, humu kai.
Oh yes, yeah.
Parapara humu. Te prakai, toe mai noro to mai te humu kai. Nuri ka pike te ranga e parapara humu. Tara called a special meeting up on the highest mountain over there. They eventually named that mountain after him. Te woi mera te rā mongo ti te Mount Wellington, Ingo Mauriton. Era koe ki mitona Ingo Mauri. They named that mountain after him. E chire, he called his people to a special meeting, two purposes o tera upang. First one, he wanted to do a head count, a census. Noro e tare e ion tangata ti te atmama te tōna tribe e ti te mea. And the second purpose, he wanted to make a statement, a proclamation. E riki uki e ia. So, gathered his people around him under that mountain, and then mo e tano kōrare, boom, plunk his spear on top of that mountain, and he said, aere koto ki tokerau, aere koto ki tong. E iau inua kato to e kite nei koto i runga te monga, o tara anake ua te rea. Which basically means, you guys go north, you guys go south. All this land you see on top of this mountain belongs to Tara only.
Taranaki.
Taranake with the E at the back.
Yeah.
Which means Tara only. Generations later, it became Taranaki.
So te ui anga kone, if you were to ask, te au tupuna o te au Māori e kore, and then would they agree with it, or would they have a different urianga, like, with their papa?
Tuto tupuna ki te taino ora e tō uaware, noko rea tō uaware. Yeah, mata tata tō tuto midra. That's your evidence, that's your opinion. Opinion rea tamata. Yeah. Kaere o au ko tika anga te karanga te ai po ka o ko taro ke na pa na ko e ia ui tutu atu e ko e taro ke tao ko e ra ko e tutu me ta ko taro ke ta te ero ni ta ko evidence er te
Yeah, it does.
yeah, witness ton
Yeah.
ya ka tano me ko tao
Yeah.
to tato ngai kino tato history kari tano ke tato di tuato ya peni ke ta ko tu no te 1350 ta ora ki te no te 1500 Taratoa rai taratangata, taratoa rai te, o taro ke au tua, kari taro ke te tua, ko te timeline tanga i taro ke. Blame ta waire kare ta o tano kare ta ku tano. Yeah, uriru mai mana tāno tanga. Hare, we should not mea, get on our high horse e te karangai, nāku te mea tanu, hare ta awi tanu. Hare, every story, no matter how crazy it sounds, have an element of truth in it. So we should not disregard anyone's story.